A very warm welcome to all our viewers from Sydney. It is our third day in Australia and we are heading to Cairns, a city located on the northeast coast. From there, we will take a cruise to the Great Barrier Reef, which is the world's largest coral reef system, and Cairns being the closest city which has an airport. Right now the time is around 3:15 in the afternoon. It will take about approximately 3 hours to reach Cairns from Sydney. The scheduled arrival of the flight is at 6:15 in the evening. In the meanwhile, let me go through our plan for the next 2 days. So after we land at Cairns, we'll rent a car and drive to our Airbnb accommodation. The following morning, we will drive our car to Cairns Reef Fleet Terminal. That's going to be a pickup point for the cruise to Great Barrier Reef. Once we are done, we'll be dropped in the evening at the same point as the pickup. From there, drive to Daintree Rainforest and stay in a cottage for a day and a half. That's going to be really exciting. Alright, so we landed a while back in Cairns, which is in the Queensland state. Rented this SUV car from 6D for the next 3 days. It cost us around 120 Australian dollars per day, excluding the gas fill up charges. Their counter is within the airport premises. For documents, you have to provide a valid driving license and an ID proof. The first impressions of the city seems to be picturesque backdrops of mountains, sparsely populated streets, small shops and cafes along the roadside, and a pleasant weather. In the backdrop, you can see the lush green mountains, which gives us an idea that this is a tropical region. You can see the Woolworths stores across Australia. You will find them in every city and are extremely convenient for shopping if you're looking for anything under the sun. Bakery, veggie items, household items, you can find them all here. After a 30-minute drive, we reached our accommodation and crashed in our beds. You have to get up quite early tomorrow morning for the Great Barrier Reef too, so see you then. A very good morning from Cairns. It's around 7 a.m. and we are going to the Cairns Reef Fleet Terminal. We'll park our car at the Pier Marketplace parking that is nearby. Around 8 a.m., we are supposed to board the cruise that will take us to the Green Island, one of the islands in the Great Barrier Reef. Let's give you some crucial information regarding the tour. There are three packages which you can choose from. The basic package is the Green Island or the GI ferry transfer that includes to and fro ferry ride from Cairns to Green Island, self exploration of the island for up to 7 hours, and light snacks. A slightly better package is the GI Eco Tour that includes ferry ride and one of the two water activities to choose from, either snorkeling or glass bottom boat ride. And the third package includes ferry ride along with both the water activities. You can check the link of the Great Adventures Tour operator in the description box for more information of the Great Barrier Reef Tour. Just enjoy the vastness of the sea for a moment or two. After exploring the Green Island, we chose to go for snorkeling, which was an absolutely surreal experience. We had opted for the eco tour that cost us 120 Australian dollars per head. You know what's disappointing? It's that we could not film any videos underneath the water. Apologies for that. But experiencing the Great Barrier Reef, swimming alongside the fishes and turtles, that was a truly surreal experience. It is time to say goodbye to the Green Island and begin our return journey. We are obviously sad to leave, but the memories of this place are etched in our hearts forever. If you are planning a tour to the Great Barrier Reef and experience this firsthand, you have to visit the beautiful continent of Australia. Soon after returning to Cairns Reef Fleet Terminal, we had some really tasty fish and chips for lunch. You will find the cafes selling freshly fried cod, whiting, and barramundi fishes with a generous amount of fries. We are now heading to our third destination in Australia, the Daintree Rainforest. It is believed to be the oldest tropical rainforest in the world. We have booked a cottage in the middle of the dense forest where we won't get any mobile network, so no internet, no phone calls. Just you and nature. It sounds so exciting already. On your way to Daintree, there will be many lookout points like Palm Cove, Ellis Beach, Rex Lookout, where you can just park your car and enjoy the scenic view. The place where we are headed to in Daintree is around 130 kilometers from Cairns. But since the roads are expected to be narrow and driving into the jungle, we are estimating it would take at least 3.5 hours to reach. We also spotted a beautiful rainbow. Such a spectacular sight, isn't it? The sunset has already begun, and with this background, we have left the coastline behind us and are slowly entering into the rainforest. You can see the change in vegetation with tall shrubs and plants lining the roadside. We are moving into the dense jungle now. For me, this is the first time I am going to spend a night in the middle of a rainforest. Comment and let us know if you have experienced a night stay inside a jungle or a rainforest. Talking about the Daintree rainforest, it covers an area of 1,200 square kilometers and is believed to be 180 million years old, nearly 10 years older than the Amazon rainforest. Just to imagine that the rainforest has seen the dinosaurs, ice age, all come and vanish while they are still withstanding. Quite unbelievable. Along the roads, we can find warnings of animal crossing, particularly cassowaries, who look quite innocuous, the ones that we found in the Featherdale Park, but they can get very aggressive if they feel a threat. We have reduced our car speed considerably. In a few kilometers, we'll be crossing the Daintree River on this car itself. So we have reached the Daintree River crossing and are on the ferry. The ferry ride operates continuously from 5 a.m. to midnight every day. The charges to cross the river on a car is $27 for a one-way ride and $47 for a return journey. Since we'll be returning after 2 days on the same route, we purchased the $47 ticket. Seemingly, it has started to drizzle as well. The roads will become slippery. A few months back, Cyclone Jasper had made a landfall in this area and devastated roads and uprooted trees on its path of destruction. We could see lots of repair work is going on the roads and removal of debris. Really, hats off to the Australian government and officials who have refurbished the roads and ferry ride. Without their efforts, it would not have been feasible to plan this leg of the trip. They have made the Daintree rainforest accessible to travelers in such a short span. If you are thinking of taking a swim in these waters, let me warn you. The river is infested with saltwater crocodiles. There have been numerous reports of deaths in the Daintree River from crocodile attacks. The Daintree River originates at Cape Tribulation in far north of Queensland and runs for over 127 kilometers across its course. The indigenous inhabitants of the Daintree forest area were the Kuku Yulanji, groups of hunter-gatherers for thousands of years. In late 19th century, European explorers were the first to discover the Daintree River after they were attracted to nearby regions due to its vast natural reserves of gold. All right, so we are back on the road and it has started to rain quite heavily now. Let's hope we reach our destination quickly before it's nighttime. It's already 6:30 in the evening. These trees that you see are mostly varieties of oak and pine, some species of which are exotic to the Daintree region only and are not found anywhere else in the world. We are pretty much now in the dense forest and don't seem to be getting any mobile networks. In such scenarios, it's extremely important that you download the offline route in Google Maps or keep a physical map at your disposal. In this modern day and age of internet and data, to be at the mercy of nature is quite a strange but exciting feeling. We finally reached our cottage stay at around 8 p.m. and did not film any more videos on the roads since it was already dark. A very good morning from Daintree. Yesterday night turned out to be quite eventful as we could not find the keys to our cottage. After much brain work, we thankfully got inside the cottage. So let's give you a quick tour of our accommodation. We booked this cottage stay from booking.com and are providing you the owner's contact details in case you plan to visit here. Do you hear the sound of the cicadas? In front, you can see a pool table. This is the drawing cum dining area. There are three other bedrooms in this cottage. That's the open lawn area leading right into the forest. At the entrance, there's a porch where you can sit back and relax, occasionally hearing the murmurs and sound of animals. I was sitting in the garden area and you know what I found? A snake crawled past right in front of the entrance. Not sure if it was poisonous, but it certainly did no harm to me. So we let it slither by on its merry way. Come, let's show you a private lawn slash garden area. Many varieties of flowers and plants, as you can see. Not sure of their names though. Maybe you can identify some of them. If you do, let us know in the comments. Well, that's just me looking around trying to find a dinosaur. Jokes aside, let's take a walk to the nearby stream. The hotel owner had mentioned that there is a stream about 10 minutes of walking distance. The paths are quite slippery and muddy with all the rain around. Not to forget the possibility of snakes and other creepy crawlies sneaking from your behind. Well, it seems we have discovered the stream. Time to take a bath. And on that note, we will end this episode. In the next episode, we'll be traveling to New Zealand and capture more memories to share with you all. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed our content. Till then, travel, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you again in our next vlog.